YouTube. What's up, YouTube? We got massive cell phone outages nationwide, y'all. Allegedly, YouTube. We got Steve Ram. We're gonna talk about it. Can y'all hear me? Let's go. Fair use is in full effect, y'all.
If you're watching this morning, consider yourself lucky, as we are hearing that tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands now, are reporting outages nationwide across various cities throughout the United States as cell phones are going down. Right now, we're hearing that AT&T was the original one that was essentially just had a massive outage and people are unable to use their phones. They're stuck in SOS mode. However, now we're hearing that it is not just AT&T. New updates coming out in just the past half an hour that this is now starting to hit Verizon and T-Mobile users as well, as tens of thousands, we're hearing maybe now into the hundreds of thousands are being affected now.
Well, my cell phone is still on. All my cell phones are still on right now, but I had some trouble earlier. It kept cutting on and off. Let's go.
This started happening this morning. We're hearing around 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it has been growing. And I'm looking at the charts, and it's exponentially going up as outages are happening. Now, at this time, we have no information as to why this is happening. They have not been able to find a source yet, and we have no information as to how long this is going to last. Just simply, if you are somebody that has
Team Subaru gives you that winning feeling. Lancaster County Motors.
Oh, they snuck it in there. Fair use, YouTube.
Phone or a working internet connection, consider yourself lucky. Now, for myself this morning, my cell phone was working fine. I'm actually live right now. My computer internet is working fine at this moment. However, my wife's cell phone is out. It says SOS, and we're on the same plan and network, so we have no idea why this is happening, how this is happening. But my wife's phone is totally out, and my phone and my internet is still working. So we're not sure yet. And as I mentioned, we're getting bits of information. This is live happening right now. And I'm looking at articles coming out in just the past half an hour, some coming out just minutes ago, as more information is rolling out, and they're saying that it is worsening. So at this time, if you're able to watch this and you have a cell phone that's working or you have internet that is working, consider yourself lucky. And originally, we had heard that it was AT&T users. Now it is also spreading to Verizon and T-Mobile. Again, we don't know the cause of this nationwide major massive power outage that we're hearing about. And they don't know how long this is going to be happening either, and they don't know the extent of which. We're hearing that it's not getting better. More and more people are starting to lose access to their phones. So let me share with you the latest, and again, this is cited in the description down below. And if you are able to access the internet at this time, all you have to do right now is search cellular outages, cell phones down, AT&T down, Verizon down, T-Mobile down. These are all happening right now. So I'm going to share with you the latest, and I see that we've got 1,200 people on with me live right now. Do me a favor, if you appreciate the updates live, even this early in the morning, hit that like button for me. Can I get half of the room to hit the like button if you appreciate the live updates? And also, as you guys know, here on the channel, we have heard warnings. Now, I'm not saying that this is a cyber attack. We still don't know what this could be that's causing this. They're saying that it's growing. But should we have that, and we've heard the warnings of there being power grid failures, pinned in the comments is a readiness guide that me and my team have created to just help you out. It's totally free, just helping people prepare for any potential situations that could unfold, as we've heard major warnings coming out from the FBI that 2024 could be an intense year. Let's see here. Abby is saying that her AT&T is out in Florida. Yes, I'm seeing it across news outlets here in Houston. And then also I'm looking at the map, and it is in cities all over the nation. This is a nationwide outage that's hitting, and there's no explanation for what the source is or who is getting hit. Because as I mentioned this morning, my cell phone is working totally fine. However, my wife's is out. And also, T-Mobile is having issues, people are saying. So it doesn't matter if you have AT&T. Originally, we had heard it was only AT&T, but now they're saying that it's growing. More people are going out faster and faster. So I wanted to hop on right away on a live just in case mine goes out. But we're hearing AT&T, but now T-Mobile is going out. Verizon is going out. So there are several that are going out. Pink says that she's in Houston. Hers is working fine in her attic. Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Someone else is saying it might be a solar flare.
My phone's working fine right now. I'm with Metro, but I got a T-Mobile phone, but my phone's working good.
Not really sure. Now, as information comes out onto the source, some people are speculating it could be a cyber attack. We do not know, and I don't want to say that yet until we have information. But it is pretty incredible, the outage that has hit today. And a lot of people are saying in the comments that theirs are going down. A lot of people saying SOS. Yes, my phone was in SOS mode from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. and AT&T was live in the Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, says Zachary Tatch. Yes, a lot of people are experiencing the same thing. Again, we're not sure what the source is, why this is happening, and the reports coming out that this is that they're working around the clock at this time to try to figure out what is going on, and they're saying they have no information as to how long this is going to be taking place. Henry Brown, thank you for the $5 super chat. As of 1 a.m. this morning, my cell phone was out in Southern California. Yes, California, Florida, Texas, various cities around the nation we are hearing are being hit with this, and they do not know why. And they're saying that it's progressing. So consider yourself lucky this morning if you have access to the internet, if your phone does not say SOS. And do me a favor, if you appreciate the updates, hit the like button. Typically, I don't go live this early in the morning, but this is happening right now. And let me share with you some of the articles. Now, this one came out at 7:15 a.m. this morning, but it was updated 30 minutes ago. I actually saw this while I was at the gym this morning, but it's got updated. So what I saw at the gym was that AT&T customers were getting hit nationwide. Cell phones were going down. There was massive outages. They originally had said tens of thousands. Now it has gone over 100,000 people. So it's growing. And then now this update coming out just 30 minutes ago, within the last 30 minutes, saying that it is Verizon and T-Mobile as well that are now going down. So they're not sure what it is. Now we've heard that satellites, we could have issues with satellites. There's been nations that are just reported to you recently that have said that they would potentially be taking out satellites. In addition to that, we've heard that there could be cyber attacks coming from other nations. So we do not know, but when we find out, I will be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. So this one coming out says cell phone outage hits AT&T customers nationwide. Verizon and T-Mobile users are now also being affected. AT&T service is down in major cities across the nation. Tens of thousands of AT&T customers have been reporting outages this morning from their home phones, their internets, their mobile phone services, according to Down Detector. The outages started popping up around 3:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to the graph shown on the website that tracks the outages. Now, most users, 54%, say that they are having issues with their mobile phone services. So about half, the majority, they're saying it is their cell phones, but they're also saying that it is internet, it is an assortment of different things as well. More than 1/3 of customers are reporting being affected. They say that they have no signal at all, and 8% of users say that their mobile internet is down as well. So there's some people that are completely without any internet whatsoever. We should get a stimulus check for this. One man wrote on a website, let me know, should we get a stimulus check for the outages going on right now?
No stimulus check.
Pretty funny. Let's see here now. Oh, my site is acting up. Hopefully I am not having issues right now. Can you guys hear me and see me? What is going on here? You guys give me a thumbs up if you can hear me and see me okay still. Yes, okay, all right. I don't know what's going on with this. All right. The article says, I lost my cell service at 5:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I was in the middle of working when I lost it. Another person had commented. Some of our customers are experiencing wireless service interruptions this morning. We are working urgently to restore service to them. We encourage the use of Wi-Fi calling until service is restored, AT&T said in a statement to Fox Business. Now,
Well, I'm on Wi-Fi too.
71,000 AT&T.
I got all my phones and all my stuff on Wi-Fi right now. That's probably why my stuff's working. You know, I'm not taking it off Wi-Fi either. Shout out to the Wi-Fi.
With just AT&T users. Now, most reported locations of customers impacted are in the South and the Southeast United States. But now, as I mentioned, we're hearing that this is all over the United States. Down Detector also showed a spike in reported T-Mobile outages around 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning. A T-Mobile spokesperson told Fox News that they did not experience any outages and that their network is operating normally. However, now we're hearing that that has changed. Down Detector is likely reflecting challenges that our customers were having attempting to connect to users on other networks, said T-Mobile in a statement. Oh, so they're saying that as they were connecting to other networks. So T-Mobile is claiming that their actual networks themselves are fine. It's those that are connected to others that are having issues. Verizon's network is operating normally. A statement from Verizon on Fox News said, some customers are experiencing issues this morning when calling or texting with customer services from other carriers. Okay, so excuse me. They're saying that Verizon and T-Mobile people are saying that they're having issues as well, but they're saying it's when they're connecting to other servers. We are continuing to monitor the situation, they said. Update, texts to 911 from affected AT&T users are now being received. So before you couldn't get through, even for emergencies, if you have an emergency and cannot dial out, send a text message to 911. Flagler County Services Office, Sheriff's Office in Florida posted in a subsequent post on X after alerting people nearly an hour.
Fair use is in full effect, YouTube.
The outages. So that one coming out. Now let's see, here's another one that says AT&T cellular outages in the United States disrupts vital services. So the concern is, yes, what if you have an emergency? What if you can't access anything whatsoever? The internet is down, phone is not working. This is happening to people right now. This morning, we're hearing in the hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands now. And I see we've got 1,620 people with me live on this update. Let me know in the comments, are you experiencing these disruptions? I'm seeing people saying that their Wi-Fi call is not working. A lot of people mentioned that they have AT&T and it is not working. People are having issues. Some people are saying yes. Some people asking, is it China? We do not know at this time. Some people saying a solar flare is being reported on X. Now, I don't know. We currently don't know the source of this, and AT&T says they don't know how long this is going to continue on, and AT&T says they don't know how vast this is going to spread. It seems like it's growing. That was why I was like, all right, as soon as I get home from the gym, I want to make sure that I report on this because I don't want mine to go down. And then my wife told me that one of her phone is having an issue this morning. And they're saying it's not just AT&T, that it's T-Mobile and Verizon, but those particular carriers are saying that it's not their systems, it's people that have their T-Mobile or Verizon phones that are getting connected to other systems. So I have no idea how all that works, because we're hearing people with various different ones, not just AT&T, saying that their stuff is going down and it's progressing. So wanted to hop on here before potentially we might have issues. That was my thought, is like, let me share with people what's going on. So if you're experiencing this morning, you are not alone. So I will make sure that I keep you guys up to date. Now do me a favor, I see we got 1,673 people in the room. If you appreciate the updates, don't forget, please hit the like button. If I can get 160 people to hit the like button, it just spreads this out even further. It helps so that way people can get the information that is going out. So let me go ahead and share this one with you. It says there is a cellular outage on Thursday this morning that hit thousands of AT&T users in the United States, disrupting calls, text messages, as well as emergency services in major cities, including San Francisco. Now, as I mentioned, I actually saw this locally in Houston. People in the chat telling me that they're in Florida having issues. If you are having issues, Please put yes in the comments and put the city that you're in so we can see.
I know I don't.
Yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. Is your cell phone still working? Mine is for now. I had a little bit of problems earlier. Had some problems with my cell phone yesterday too, y'all. Fair use is in full effect, YouTube.
Steve, just read some people can't even call 911 for emergencies, says Christoplex. That is correct. They're saying that they are not sure what has caused it. Major outages. People cannot use the internet. They can't use their cell phones. Things are going down and it's growing as of this morning, and they're not sure why. Cellular outages hit Thursday. They hit thousands, tens of thousands.
Remember they said they was going to do a cyber attack on us.
Users in the United States disrupting calls and text messages as well as emergency
Allegedly, YouTube.
in major cities, including San Francisco.
Allegedly.
More than 73,000 incidences were reported as of 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, according to the data outages tracking the website downdetector.com. AT&T said that some of its customers were facing interruptions and that it was working urgently to restore the services. We encourage the use of Wi-Fi calling until the service is restored, they said. AT&T outage has impacted people's ability to reach emergency services by dialing 911. A post on social media platform X from San Francisco Fire Department said, "We are aware of an issue impacting AT&T wireless customers from making and receiving any phone calls, including calls to 911. Now, Down Detector showed users, as I mentioned, from Verizon, from T-Mobile, from US Cellular, also facing disruptions around.
Can't even call 911, y'all.
Verizon said that their network was operating normally and that the outage was potentially related to customers trying to connect to other networks. So very interesting that this is being reported by various cell phone users, Verizon, T-Mobile, US Cellular, AT&T, but T-Mobile and Verizon coming out and claiming that their systems are just seem fine. But we're hearing that it is increasing as people are saying their phones are just hitting SOS, and AT&T is saying they're not sure what the source is and they're not sure how long this will be happening for. Is AT&T down? Reports of nationwide outages may also be impacting Verizon and T-Mobile. Another update coming out, this one coming out just in the past hour from Austin American. Let's see here, couldn't make your cell phone call this morning? Customers with cellular service through AT&T may be impacted by massive nationwide outages that are happening this morning, which could also be impacting Verizon and T-Mobile users, according to Down Detector, a real-time outage monitoring website. Now, oh wow, I'm taking a look at the chart here. What time did the outages start? It says, according to Down Detector, more than 30,000 outages were reported by 3 a.m. and then over 70,000 reported by 7 a.m. And now we're seeing the chart is just skyrocketing. It's getting higher. Why is my phone on SOS only? When a user's cell phone isn't connected to cellular networks, they will typically alert the user by giving an indication in the phone's status bar. Those notifications usually say no service or searching, but your phone may also say SOS or SOS only. When your phone goes into SOS mode, it can still make emergency calls. However, this morning reports coming out that people are unable to even do emergency calls as well. I see people sharing where they're having issues and people saying where they are good from, all the cities coming in. Yes, somebody putting yes, in New York, they're having issues as well. Now, when will the services be restored? There's no word yet as to when the service will be restored. AT&T has not immediately made a comment about the outages yet. The most reported cases of interruption cellular services are happening in Texas, in Dallas, in Houston, and San Antonio. So right here in Texas is where a lot of them are coming out, but a lot of people all over the nation we're hearing are reporting this. Here is an AT&T outage map. AT&T allows users to sign up for their alerts and their outages and check the outages. Here is a look at the map. Let's see here. Oh, it is not showing any map. It says here's the map, but I don't see it. Let me see if there's another. Here's another article that came out. Tens of thousands of people reporting outages from AT&T. Now Verizon and T-Mobile users are claiming they have outages as well. Hundreds of thousands with outages. Where did the maps go? Okay, I thought that they said there was maps. Both of these claiming that they had power outage maps, and now the maps appear to be blank. Not sure what's going on with the maps. Let me see if I can find them in any of these. I could have sworn a moment ago that there was maps up on the screen. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay still, because are gone. That is interesting. Henry Brown, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. SoCal, just made a call on my cell phone. It is back on. Okay, great. So somebody that said that they did not have use of their cell phone now saying it is coming back. Let's see here. Somebody saying they are fine out in London. Yes, and I think this is, from what I've seen, it is disruptions in the United States. So not sure if this is global. I think it's nationwide, but not global. Marjorie is saying, Steve, you're coming in and out. Is there anybody else having trouble with me coming in and out? People are saying that I'm cutting out. You're breaking up. I see you. Okay, let me know. Am I cutting out? I know that the maps I had are gone. I don't know what happened to them. People are saying yes and no. All right. Let me know yes and no. Okay, I don't know if people are saying I am breaking up. Okay, I'm having issues. Yes, cutting out on Texas. I'm on Wi-Fi. You're good. Okay, so now the question is, I don't know if it's on my end or if it's on the end of the people watching, because some people are saying that they can see me fine and some people are saying they can't. Some people are saying they're good. I can hear you just fine. Some people are saying you are starting to break up, Steve. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot. Some people saying you're good and some people saying, no, you're breaking up. All right. And that was the reason why I came on this morning, was because my concern was, what if I lose, power, or I lose my phone or my internet, as we're hearing that that's happening to a lot of people this morning. So again, if you have access to your phone and your internet, consider yourself lucky this morning, as we're hearing hundreds of thousands of people having issues. I have no problem here, and I'm on my computer here, says Brian Smith. Okay, great. Glad that you have access to that. And now, as information comes out on this, if we get more updates as to what's going on, we have no idea what's going on. I'm seeing people saying that they're reporting a solar flare hit. Other people are speculating that it could be a cyber attack. There could be issues with the satellites. We don't know. But as soon as I find out what was the original source that caused this morning, I will let you guys know. Tiffany's saying that her phone is still on SOS in Massachusetts. So we don't know what is going on with this. AT&T is saying they don't know the source and they don't know for how long this is going to be taking place. People saying that it's hitting New York, it's hitting Florida, California, it's Texas. And so, but as soon as we find out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And again, we've heard that there could be potential cyber attacks. We don't know if that's it, but one of the major concerns is if we have a power grid failure, what are you going to do? What are the step-by-step things we should think about? And I've actually had a lot of people that are preppers tell me they appreciate the free guide that I've created. It's pinned in the comments, just things to take into consideration for you and your family. Step-by-step guide of what to consider should we have maybe even power outages. So I will keep you guys up to date on all of this, but wanted to share with you guys what's going on. This is developing. As stuff comes out, I will make sure that I let you guys know. Somebody saying in Austin, Texas, they are good. Awesome. Yeah, it sounds like they said that a lot of them going down are in the south, but they're all over the nation, cities across the nation. Active Faith saying SOS. Yes, please pray. Yes. So a lot of people getting hit with this. Too many people depend on their cell phones, says Jimmy King. You know, the day and age that we live in, it is pretty much just we can't even operate without them. Tara is saying it's a cyber attack. Okay, Tara, let me know. Did you have a source for that, or are you speculating? Because I would love to find that out. Like, because we've been hearing the warnings about cyber attacks, and my question is this in fact like a hit, or is it just some sort of issue that has happened? And I've also seen people on X reporting a solar flare from the sun, so I have no idea. Belinda is saying she's in Houston, and she can't make a call, she can't make a text. How is she on YouTube? Let me see here. And I see YouTube. Interesting. Belinda's saying she can't call, she can't text, but she can see YouTube. Interesting. Near Seattle, and ours is okay so far, says Carol Jacobson. Carol, thank you so much for being a supporter of the channel, hitting that join button. I appreciate your support. I will continue to keep you guys up to date on everything. as we're hearing that this outage is hitting. Let's see, Jimmy says, you're a cool man, brother. Thank you, Jimmy. I will keep you guys up to date. Hopefully everyone can still have access to the internet. GL is confirming T-Mobile has been affected. Yes. Okay, wow. So T-Mobile originally claiming that all of their services were fine. Teresa saying T-Mobile is down too. So we're getting confirmation from people here on the channel that it is down. Even though T-Mobile claiming they're fine and blaming it on other servers, we're hearing AT&T, now T-Mobile, now Verizon, all going down. David Ray, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Take this as a warning. Get prepared. Have a plan, says Henry Brown. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Henry, I totally agree. Here in the channel, I always try to say we don't want to be scared. We want to be prepared. I believe that knowledge is power, but the application of knowledge is power. If we think that there's potential danger or harm coming down the way, then we should make proper preparations to protect ourselves and our families. But it's your choice. You can do whatever you want. If you choose not to, if you don't think the threat is serious, that's totally fine. But if you think that it's something that you should do, I personally would like to err on the side of caution for myself and my family and be ready. You know, if that means having backup generators, stocking up on water, food, medicines, resources, whatever you think, then I don't think there is anything wrong with that. I feel like better to be safe than sorry. Somebody saying that T-Mobile in Texas is fine, says Texas 3214. Helen Goodlet, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You are awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. I will keep you up to date on everything as we're hearing that this is spreading and growing. Susan Spurleen says, I have T-Mobile and I live in Virginia. So far, I still have service. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. YB2EZ saying it has hit New York. Yes, a lot of viewers in New York commenting saying that their New York services are down. Jerry King is saying AT&T in Tennessee is good at this moment. What's interesting about this is that they're not really sure what's causing it. It's not like the entire city is going down. There's some people that have it and some people that are fine. So not really sure what is causing it, and they're not certain either. They're asking right now, what is the cause of this? And they're saying we just simply do not know. NASA says there was 2 solar flares today. Somebody said, I will look into that. Thank you for that information, Lost Boy. NASA says there were 2 solar flares, says Lost Boy. Okay, I will take a look at that. Paula Kelly saying Verizon. So yeah, Verizon as well. Yes, you are breaking up, Steve. Watching you in Harrisburg, Tennessee. Sending love to everyone and praying. Yeah, now as more comes out on this, I will keep you guys up to date. Again, I have pinned in the comments for you that totally free guide that we put together for people to think about what happens if we lose power. But right now, this morning, hundreds of thousands of people losing access to their phones, losing access to the internet, as we're hearing that AT&T is having issues. They don't know what it is, but they're saying that people are losing access and phones are going into SOS mode, unable to call, unable to text, unable to reach out to emergency lines. And they're saying they don't know how long this is going to go on for, and they don't know why it is spreading. Some people have access and then they don't, and other people that didn't have access are now starting to get it back. So not really sure what is going on. It was clear it was 2 X-class solar flares, says Patriot USA. All right, I will take a look. Let me look this up while we're live to see if there's any more news on this. Outages. See if there's any updates on that. Can a solar flare be to blame for the AT&T nationwide outages? This coming out less than an hour ago from Fox Orlando. Let's see here. Now I'm reading this live with you guys, so I'm not really sure what it's going to say or what information it's providing. With AT&T having been victim of a solar flare blast in 1972, can the same issue happen again? According to Fox 35 meteorologist Brooks Gardner, the important distinction here is that AT&T was made up of landlines. So a solar flare back in the 70s created a voltage on the physical line. The issue Thursday morning today seems to stem from SIM card database registry issues. Interesting. Okay, wow. So getting this live with you guys, more information coming out. They're saying they don't think it could be a solar flare. They're thinking that this could be a database registry issue. Now, if that is the case, that kind of makes it kind of look more like in the direction of a potential database outage, which a lot of people, again, I'm not saying that this is it yet, but some people speculating, could it be a cyber attack? Because they're saying that there could be issues with SIM cards and databases. Now, it is possible that X-class flare had impacts on the voltage on some electronics, but since this is so specific to AT&T and not all carriers, it's likely not space weather related, said Brooke. Very interesting. Okay, so they are saying, this is an argument saying that they're feeling like it is something to do with the data, with the information of the specific carrier of AT&T and some of the other ones. They said if it was just all across the board, all carriers, then it could be a solar flare. So they're saying they're ruling out the likelihood that this is caused by a solar flare. Now it says, according to NASA, a solar flare is an intense burst of radiation coming from a release of magnetic energy associated with a sunspot. Flares are our social system's largest explosive event. They are seen as bright areas on the sun, and they can last for minutes to hours. One of the most popular solar flares appeared in the northern and southern lights. Okay, let's skip all this. NASA monitored. Let's see. Why is service out with AT&T? AT&T has issued a statement. Okay, so a statement has come out from AT&T this morning regarding Thursday's massive outage, and it says, some of our customers are experiencing wireless service interruptions this morning. We are working urgently to restore the service to them. We encourage the use of Wi-Fi calling until service is restored. Outage issues were initially reported by Down Detector as of 4 a.m. this morning. I believe that is Eastern Standard Time. Okay, that is all the information, but it sounds like they are ruling out the solar flare, and they're saying it is more likely regarding their databases having some sort of malfunction with AT&T. The only, Baba Yaga, thank you so much for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that a ton. So, man, with that, they're saying they want to rule out solar flares. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think that this is a cyber attack, or do you think that this is just some freak outage that has unfolded? If you think it is a cyber attack, put a 1 in the comments. If you think that it is not, that they just need to get some sort of issue resolved, they had a database issue, put a 2. I'd like to see people's opinions in the comments. A lot of ones coming in, a lot of people speculating it's a cyber attack. Now that we're hearing that they are ruling out a solar flare. So originally, a lot of people saying that NASA was reporting solar flares. And I actually, thank you to whoever it was that said about the solar flare. We just Googled it, and articles coming out ruling out a solar flare, saying that what's happening to cell phones and the internet this morning, it is not a solar flare. They're saying that if it was a solar flare, that this would have happened across all of the carriers, but they're saying that it is not, because it is very specific to AT&T and hitting certain servers. Savick is saying that he thinks that it is a test cyber attack. Very interesting. Maybe they're testing it out before they do a bigger one, you're saying, I'm guessing. Super down over here. I'm in North Carolina. Wow, yeah. So somebody's saying North Carolina, there is a lot of outages there. People are saying that they could be hackers. Let me Google that. Let me see if there's any information on the cell phone outages source. Cell phones down, cyber. Let me just type in that and see if there's anything. AT&T customers report a massive outage disrupting phone services across America. AT&T cellular service outages in the United States disrupt vital services. Cellular outages hit thousands in the U.S. AT&T users are the ones that are the most affected. Let's see here. People on X speculating that Putin is giving a supersonic bomber or something like that. Let's see here. These are reports cascading cellular service outages among major telecommunications across AT&T, T-Mobile, US Cellular, Verizon, oh, and now FirstNet. Okay, so more information coming out that is going across more people, more providers. Very interesting. T-Mobile, US Cellular, Verizon, AT&T, all reporting nationwide outages this morning. Let's see here. So, but still nothing on the source. What Texas is a big state getting hit by this. What Texans have to say about the AT&T cell phone outages taking place right now. Okay, here we go. People are asking, is the AT&T outage a cyber attack? So this is the latest coming out on this because everyone is wondering the same thing. First it was people were wondering, is it solar flares? As NASA was reporting solar flares, they're saying no, they're ruling that out. Now people are asking the question, is this a cyber attack? And as you guys know here on the channel, I try to provide the sources. I do my best not to report on anything unless I have a source. I like to cite the sources. So it is speculation that people are saying about a cyber attack. There's no confirmation yet. I will let you know as soon as we find out. But this is what's coming up as I'm doing Google searches right now because this is unfolding live. So I'm just giving you information as it's coming out. People are searching, is the AT&T outage a cyber attack? This coming out from CNN. Let me see here. It doesn't show the time yet. It says there is no indication that Thursday's outage was the result of a cyber attack or other malicious activity. The industry sources are saying. So at this time, Verizon believes the nationwide outage involving AT&T customers is close to being resolved, according to Richard Young, a Verizon spokesperson. Okay, here we go. This is saying updated. This came out 12 minutes ago. It says live update. It says AT&T has encountered a sporadic outage over the past few days, including temporary 911 outages in some parts of the southeastern United States. Although outages happen from time to time nationwide, prolonged outages are exceedingly rare. Although AT&T provided no official reason for the outages, Thursday morning today, the issue appears to be related to how cellular services hand off calls from one web network to the next, a process known as peering, according to an industry source who spoke with conditions of anonymity. They're saying that there is no indication that Thursday's outage so far they believe was a result of a cyber attack or malicious activity, an industry source is saying. So at this time, they're saying that they are not sure what is causing it, but they do not believe that it was a cyber attack. We're still waiting to confirm what the actual source is, though. Verizon believes the nationwide outage involving AT&T customers is close to being resolved, said Richard Young, a Verizon spokesperson. Carriers are notoriously mum about why their network is going down. In the past, there have been construction accidents that have cut fiber optic cables, incidents of sabotage, or network updates filled with bugs that
You gotta hold up, little
difficult
baby.
to
Give me a
roll
sec.
back. Wow. Okay,
I'm almost
so
done.
this article coming out from CNN actually saying that they are very quiet. They might know what it is, and if it is suspicious activity, they might not tell us. And it's just like how do you know what is the truth nowadays? Because they want to, I guess, maintain an appearance. They want to maintain the appearance of that they've got it under control, even if they are being hit by a cyber attack. Very interesting. AG3NT55, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says, are these outages primarily close to military bases? I live right next to Fort Bragg, North Carolina. I wonder. Great question. You know,
I dozed off, y'all.
This is all over the nation, but so far
I ain't gonna lie. I dozed off for a minute.
To that I've heard. I could look that up and see, but right now we're hearing that it's cities everywhere, and there's people in the chat, in the comments, telling me that it's in Texas, it's in Florida, it's in California. It is all over so far, but and also too, we're hearing it's originally we heard it was AT&T. Now we're hearing other carriers are getting hit. It seems to be spreading. Some people are getting it back. It's just all over the place. There seems to be no rhyme or reason to it. Some people having their phone issues hit in Houston, right here where I am. However, my phone is working just fine. So not really sure what's going on. Creekster, thank you so much for the $3 super chat. King's Gaming
phone screwed up
says,
too.
don't panic, everything is going how to prepare. I always say here on the channel, do not be scared, be prepared. That is
That's
the
messed
best
up.
route to go. AT&T says its first responder network remains operational. Okay, great. So an update coming out 22 minutes ago. We had heard that some people couldn't even use their cell phones to contact 911 and make emergency calls. They're now saying that that capability is coming back. What is
I dozed off, man. I was
22 minutes ago.
I
More than
dozed off for a little bit.
74,000
My bad.
AT&T customers reporting outages. Digital service tracking site Down Detector is reporting. Down Detector is reporting real-time status of information for over 12,000
Fair use is in full effect,
across
YouTube.
47 websites representing 47 countries. So they are keeping tabs on this. Massachusetts police.
I think I fell asleep for like
call
30 minutes.
To test your cell service, they said. Wow. Okay. So
Listening to this.
Massachusetts is getting hit with this pretty heavy. I saw somebody else mention North Carolina as well. Listen to this. The Massachusetts State Police Department has warned people not to test their phone services by placing 911 calls. So there's so many people in Massachusetts. They're trying to see if they can still.
You're going to fall asleep reading that book.
They are bombarding the police department with 911 calls in the state of Massachusetts right now. This coming out 9 minutes ago. Many 911 centers in the state are getting flooded with calls from people trying to see if 911 works or their cell phone. Please do not do this, the state police said on X. If you can successfully place a non-emergency call to another number via your cell phone service, then your 911 service will work also. Wow. Okay, so that coming up as well. And again, we don't know the source of this, what's causing it. And they're saying that even if we did find out, a lot of the carriers, they tend to be mum, they said, was the exact words regarding the source of these issues. They said they've discovered that in the past, there have been cyber attacks. There have been issues that they've had, and they don't say what it is. They try to maintain an appearance of having everything under control so as not to worry.
Y'all were off the
They're the people they service. Ryan says, do we use landlines anymore? Great question, Ryan. I don't know how any of that works, to be honest with you. I totally rely on my cell phone on stuff and the internet now. That's just the day and age we live in. And I don't really know how a lot of it operates. But I know that they're saying that there's something going on with the data, they believe. So a lot of people saying, is this a cyber attack? We're hearing this report coming out from CNN Business that the service providers are saying no, but they're also saying we can't trust what the service providers are saying. Melissa K, thank you so much for the $10 super chat, for your generosity and your support. I appreciate that a ton. Charlie says, Steve, do you see my texts coming through? Charlie, I'm not really sure about text, but if you're talking about comments right now, I see comments coming in. It's very interesting. Some people saying that they can't call and they can't text, but they can access YouTube. So several people saying that they're having disruptions, but they can still access YouTube. I'm guessing maybe because they're connecting to Wi-Fi. Not really sure. It's a data pandemic. Quick, go buy toilet paper, says Farmer Scott. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Farmer Scott. Yeah, we're not sure what it is yet. And from these articles coming out, I'm not sure that we will know what it is, even if they know what it is, if they're going to tell us the truth about what it is. But we will see. I will keep you guys up to date as information comes out on it. Articles still rolling out on this, new articles coming out with updates as this is hitting this morning. So yeah, not really sure what is causing this, but as information comes out, I will keep you guys up to date. Again, do me a favor, if you haven't done so yet, please hit the like button if you appreciate the live updates, and also subscribe to stay up to date. I'll let you know everything going on. Turn on the notification bell so you're notified right away. Just in case, I wanted to hop on live this morning in case my connection went down. And then also too, if you're concerned about power outages and grid failures, I have pinned in the comments for you a free guide that we created. You just put in your email, it gets sent right to you. Michelle, Sabine, I see the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a ton. And so if you're concerned about that, that is pinned for you. As we also heard, especially if you're in Texas. If you are in Texas, we received warnings from the FBI that there was potential cyber attacks coming against the United States. We've heard that originally we heard 24 different infrastructure systems compromised by China. However, now, just in the past couple days, if you missed it, the FBI saying that it is on a scale larger than they realized. So there's significantly more. And we've only heard of 3 specific ones that we know of where they gave details. And one of them was the Texas power grid. Texas has got its own power grid. And they said that it has been attacked by potential cyber attacks. I don't know, they have not specified if it has been compromised, if it could be something that goes down. But if you're in Texas, I would advise you to take a look at the free guide. It's totally free. You put in your email, you can get it, just step-by-step things to think about. And again, not only Texas though, there's dozens and dozens. We don't know, I don't know the exact number. Last we heard at least 24, but then now the FBI saying it is multiple times scaled more. They said than what they originally had believed that had been compromised. So I think it is in the best interest of people to start thinking about this, start preparing. So free guide if power goes out. Also, I'm working right now on putting some more stuff together for you guys to think about what if water gets hit, communications get hit, what if the airports we had heard, transportation. That is why we also have the newsletter, steveramnews.com, so that way, just in case social media platforms go down, you have the ability to still get emailed to you updates and of what is going on. Jeff Shannon, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Great job, Steve. You members appreciate you. Your members appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that a ton. Yes, and if you're a member, all of the sources, they will be cited. They'll come up right in your feed for you. But again, I cite them in the description as well. It's just a little extra bonus for those that want to support the channel. I appreciate you guys.